Hi, my name is Rose Seipel. I'm the hypnotherapist at Thought Alchemy's Transformation Center, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my services today. I've been doing this work for a long time, and what I've come to understand is that it doesn't matter what a client comes to me for. It can be weight loss and smoking, it can be procrastination issues, fears, like fears of elevators, driving, fear of heights, fear of airplanes. It can be anxiety, stress, depression. So many issues that are behavior issues are tied to how emotional intelligence was developed within you. Understanding how the mind works, two parts of the mind, your self-conscious mind and your subconscious mind, is critical to be able to untangle the complex web in your mind of what you think has got you stuck, when the reality of it is it's what feeling has you stuck. The example that I use for my clients has to do with math. I always tell my clients, if you're good in math, it isn't that you have an aptitude alone for math, but more likely a really good teacher who praised you for getting a difficult answer correct, or a parent who praised you for getting a good grade. Now math feels good. Do more math. Likewise, if you're bad in math, it doesn't mean you don't have an aptitude alone for math, but more likely a bad math teacher, a parent who's hypercritical, comparing you to another sibling, and now math doesn't feel good. Everything is learned by emotional association. By the time you're 11 or 12 years old, when that emotion is calibrated into you, the foundation of your self-esteem, your rational mind starts to problem solve against how those emotions develop. And most of the time, that's really effective when it comes to riding a bicycle, writing your name, doing basics that you know how to do every day of your life. But when it's a faulty pattern match, when I've learned something that's got me blocked, I'm fearful, it doesn't feel good, or this good feeling over here distracts me from this bad feeling over here, start smoking or drinking in my teenage years. This is when problems start to come in. We just don't understand how the two parts of the mind work. So often people come to me for hypnotherapy after doing much work with therapists and many other avenues of healing. And it's always helpful to go to therapy. I never tell my clients, don't go for therapy. It's extremely helpful for you to understand your story, to process it with somebody. But if you don't understand how the subconscious mind did all your learning and why those stuck patterns are not able to be removed, those obstacles, then you can't free yourself. When I do my first session with a client, I deeply train them to understand how their mind works, how behavior patterns were formed. Once they understand it, and we go after the foundational root patterns of what caused that pattern to surface, then we can get results. Most people are unaware of how that part of the mind works. Understanding it is the key to the success in hypnosis. When we do hypnotherapy, it's critical to understand this. My first session is extremely lengthy because I want clients to deeply understand how the mind works. I want the subconscious mind to tune in to what possibly might be causing the problem that they didn't understand clearly, and then work with that conscious mind to slow itself down, to not react to the past, and to take a different direction. This is what hypnotherapy helps us rapidly do. When you work with a hypnotherapist and they understand clearly how the mind works and they can guide you properly, you can reroute behavior patterns, which are neural pathways in the brain, like that. And you can free yourself from the stuck patterns of the past and move on with your life with hope, with joy, with happiness. And that's our goal. That's my goal when I work with you. I hope you'll give me a call. I look forward to working with you.